Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to the George Brendler Field. I'm Joey Trombley, along with the founding father of Hometown Cable himself, Calvin Caston. And Calvin, we're back together again. It's been a while since we've done a game together.
Well, we did one at the same time there last week, but it wasn't together.
Right, well, it wasn't exclusively
Yeah.
Hometown
Now,
Cable.
the only thing that could make this better is if Kenny Drake would show up. And
Right. I wish
that would-
Channel 5 could really help their ratings if they show up to these high school games. And wait, and there's
Look at that.
Ken Drake just happened to show up.
As if on cue.
On cue. This is great.
They told me to wait to introduce me.
So tonight it is the Lady Bobcats of Northern Adirondack. They've made the trek over to Chazy at the George Brendler Field to take on the Lady Eagles. And the Lady Eagles this past Saturday had a really exciting game. They came from behind to beat the Keene Beavers 3-2, and now they're taking on the Bobcats. Class D, Division II action. Now, Calvin, as this progresses, the season progresses, and they get into playoffs, do the Bobcats play in the playoffs? So they go to a C category, right?
I believe they're still a C, but you
Okay.
know, I know in volleyball they're a D, but I believe they're still a C as far as soccer goes.
And the Lady Eagles in the first annual Jan Davis Memorial Soccer Tournament, Labor Day Tournament, they beat Saranac Lake in the first game 2-0. And in the championship game, they lost to a very strong Hornet team from Plattsburgh High School. They lost that game 5-0, but it was a good game for them, a good experience to play the school that size with the level of talent that Plattsburgh had, and that will carry them well in their division and at the Class D level in the playoffs. So on the far side, it is the Eagles controlling the ball, and it is Audrey Langlois. And there was a foul on Langlois, so here comes an opportunity for the Bobcats.
Yeah, continuing with that thought you had there, Joey, it'd be even better if you did that kind of game later in the season, but there's just no time to schedule those kind of games in late in the season.
So there's a
PHS.
one thing we noticed, Calvin, when we were off camera before the game, we were looking at the rosters of both teams, and the numbers seem really down this year.
Yeah, particularly for Northern Adirondack. They had 3 on the bench.
Yeah,
They had one on the roster that's scratched off. I didn't ask if she's ill or what, so they don't have a deep bench. So that has to hurt.
And then the Eagles have about 6 on the bench, and the Bobcats, they're coached by Coach Leslie Labarge, and the assistant coach is Jason Seguin, and the Lady Eagles have Samantha Signor as their coach, and Lydia West is the assistant coach. So the ball goes out of bounds. The ball will go to the Bobcats. Pelon gets the ball in, and it's an illegal throw-in. And Calvin, let's talk about who are our officials tonight.
Well, we got the Badette boy and the sample boy.
The Badette boy and Sample boy,
Yep.
and those are good old-fashioned North Country boys.
That's right.
So the ball is in the defensive zone for the Bobcats, and a nice job by Alexis Belrose trying to keep the ball in, but it goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles, and you have Abby Huckrow with the throw in. Ball goes off and it goes to the Chazy Eagles. They'll get the throw in. Huckrow will take the throw in for the Eagles. Ball comes into play into the open space, and it's picked up by Olston. Olston has it sent back to her, as she is defended by Lily Pratt, and it's controlled by the Bobcats, and it's Labarge working her way down. She sends the ball forward onto the feet of Abigail Purrier. She's trying to work her way into the box. She's defended well. The ball goes back to the Bobcats. It goes back to Olston. Olston trying to get a shot off. It deflects off of Purrier. She controls. Stepping up for the Eagles is Samantha Gagnon, and she splits time in net for the Eagles, but tonight it's Tess Blair in net for the Eagles.
Yeah, and I see Abby Purrier is also listed as a goalie, but she's not goalieing tonight.
No, she's
That's the word, right? Goalieing?
goalieing. Yeah, well, sure. I think there's new words every day that are added to the language, Calvin. Why not add goalieing?
It should be. It should be a word if it's not.
Well, it came from a county legislature. It must be a word for,
Well, Clinton County word.
Clinton County word, that's right. It's Jesum Crow, that's a
That's
Clinton
right.
County word, right? So there's a through ball, and it is McCullough trying to work her way down. And if the Bobcats, they're going to have to contain McCullough. She is definitely a scoring threat for the Eagles. And McCullough will take the throw, and she's a captain. Ball comes into play, and that deflected off Lily Pratt. Pratt is struggling to defend against Olston, and it's ripped off of a Shazy player, so it'll be a throw-in for the Bobcats. And Jenna Olston will take the throw-in for the Bobcats. She comes down the near sideline. She gets it on to the feet of Meade. Meade has it taken away, but a good job defensively by the Bobcats, Abby Purrier. Ball's at midfield, taken away by Lauren. Lauren sends the ball forward. It goes by everybody, and the goalie for the Bobcats is Isabella Gilmore. She comes up with the play, and she'll work her way to the 18.
Bobcats have two Abby Purriers, so Abigail goes by Abigail, and Abby goes by Abby.
And the ball comes to the near sideline, out of bounds. Throw in for the Bobcats. And Calvin, maybe when the coaches listen to this game, we'll make a plea out to them when they do their rosters in the future, and I know they're doing it by alphabetical order, if they would be so kind to put them in numerical order. It just makes it a little bit easier to call the game.
Well, we have to admit that Shazy's is in numerical order.
Shazy is in numerical order. I guess that makes the other team not having it in numerical order.
That team will remain anonymous.
Yeah, we won't say who that team is, but we'd be very much appreciative. Back there is Hadley Lucas, and she clears the ball out, and she's playing the sweeper position for the Eagles tonight. And Ken Drake back at the Shazy Field, at the George Brendler Field. And how are things going on your end? I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a little while. It's nice to be back here, yeah.
I bet it feels good to get back on the fields to do these games again with all the COVID issues from last year and stuff.
I had to start working out my shoulder again. I'm not used to having the camera on my on my shoulder for as many games as I do now. But yeah, it's good to have high school soccer's back, football's back. They're all coming back.
Are you doing your Friday Night Lights again?
Yep. That finally just got started this past week, so
Nice.
that'll be fun. Yeah.
So it's local, and then I say local, Vermont and the North Country here
Yep,
too.
both sides. Yep, and actually,
CDC.
I'll be. It'll be. We'll see how I do this coming Friday. I'm literally splitting the lake, starting in St. Albans, moving to Beekmantown. So we'll see how that.
That's gonna be a
See how
busy
that
day.
run does. Yeah.
That's gonna be a busy day. So do you make it to Vermont to do, or you do your show, or are you doing a lot out of Plattsburgh?
Depends on the night.
Okay.
Depends where I need to be.
So you can go back and forth.
Yep. And I have options, which is nice. Something that COVID allowed us to find out is we can do our jobs differently now, which I'm sure a lot of people have realized. So
And not miss a beat.
exactly. Yep.
Right.
Yeah. You barely even know. Probably wouldn't even know. Most people wouldn't notice the difference for the most part.
Right. Yeah. And there's no complaints from the viewership, and that's what you want to make sure that they're happy with what they're seeing.
Just as long as they're happy. You know.
Yeah,
I don't.
exactly.
It doesn't matter if my boss is, as long as the viewers are.
Right.
He's not watching, right?
No.
Okay, good, yeah.
No. And I mean, this will probably go. Well, it's worldwide once Calvin puts it on the
That's
internet.
true.
So anybody can catch this. So how often do you get a chance to interview somebody like Ken Drake from WPTZ? How many years now, Ken?
Oh God. On air or total?
Total.
It'd be 21 in October.
And how many on air?
I started in 05 on air, but that was a fill-in. I wasn't the everyday
So
guy.
16
Current
years.
position since a little over 11 years.
Wow.
So yeah,
Goes by quick.
it does.
It does. A familiar face.
Kenny used to sneak into Olympic Stadium under the wiry banner.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, of course. That's right. You have a famous father.
Once I turned 18, I was allowed to go to the press box with Dad, and
Yeah.
and then every once in a while I'd go up.
And then your dad is?
Well, Ducky Drake.
Ducky Drake, exactly. So,
I'm trying to figure out people still
oh,
go by that. If he still goes by that.
yeah, so you better get your camera on that. There. Oh. Nice low shot. Defended well. And the Eagles are putting some pressure on as Ken and I are kibitzing here.
Good thing you weren't doing play-by-play because you couldn't have kept up with that.
No, there's no way. That was going way too quick for me, Calvin. But I was in the Wiry studio about 2 weeks ago, and Bob Pooler and Ducky came in, and then Dave Andrews. We had a good photo.
I was just going to say that's a lot of radio experience.
There it is, a shot. Oh, just wide. And the Bobcats on the counterattack after the Eagles put a lot of pressure on, come down, and the ball just went wide. So a goal kick for the Eagles. Yeah, it was a neat photo. Bob and David were real happy to see your dad stop by the station.
Yeah, oh yeah. He said he stops by and sees those guys every once in a while and stuff. So yeah, he was doing radio well before I was alive. So it's been a while if you start doing all the math. Yeah.
Well, all I can tell you is when I was in high school, we were playing Plattsburgh. They were at Northeastern Clinton. It was my senior year, and your dad was doing the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's on the side, and PHS was killing us. So I got some mop-up time. So I was put into the game. And there was a play near the side, and I went diving for the ball, and I didn't get it. And I remember your father saying, "Great effort, but it's just something like there was no chance or whatever." So that was my. So I was actually called by your father.
He got to say your name.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he ever said mine.
No.
I did some of the more not that they weren't team sports, but I did like cross country, track and field, and stuff like that. So he didn't do a lot of play-by-play for the races and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I still think one of the neatest things that I saw. Here we go, Bobcats. Oh, a deflection just wide. So the Bobcats are putting on some nice pressure, and Seguin just missed that. Checking in for the Eagles is Caitlin Harvey, and for the Bobcats, we have Kenna Magoon checking in. Coming out for the Bobcats will be Mackenzie Bagor, and for the Eagles, it's Avery Parker. So I thought one of the neatest things, Ken, was your interview with your dad.
Oh yeah, actually that got a lot of attention. A lot of people seem to like that. That's one of the go-tos whenever someone says they've seen, like, they look me up on YouTube or something and they'll find that video. There's plenty more, of course. That went on for 10-15 minutes, and we had to cut it down because I'm only allotted so much time. But
sure.
I think it took about 3 minutes that night.
That was awesome. Here she comes again, and when I say she, that is the speed of Ashley Seguin. And it goes off the end line. So we have a corner kick coming up for the Bobcats. It is Ashlyn Seguin taking the corner kick far corner. And it's a short kick. It goes back, and this is a nice play. Now she can set up, sends the ball forward, and that goes off the side of the net end line, so a goal kick for the Eagles. So, Calvin, I don't remember the last time we've done a game, just me and you, as Hometown Cable. It's been a while.
No,
It's got to be over a year.
It must have been last year sometime. I can't remember.
Would we have done one with well, they did have soccer last year.
Yeah, NAC didn't, but most of the schools in the area did. Limited attendance.
But it's nice to see high school sports back. It's just part of the fall heritage here in the North Country.
Oh yeah,
seeing these kids out in the field.
It's nice to. Everyone always says it's the new normal. I've been hearing. I'm like, can it just be the normal or the old normal?
Yeah.
The kids are back out here, no masks.
Right.
Like Calvin just said, fans are here again, and
right. The snack shack's open.
Yeah. Hopefully, as long as everything works out, we're gonna have a full season, go into sectionals in the states, and go from there.
Right. I mean, that's the plan.
Yeah.
That's the goal. So the ball comes in play by the Bobcats. It's inside the box, and Lucas clears it out, and it goes it went to Belrose. The ball goes to the 18. Eagles clear it forward, and it goes on to the feet of Pratt. Pratt turns, now works her way to midfield. She sends a through ball trying to find McAuliffe. McAuliffe with her speed coming out off the line as the goalie. And Calvin, I've never been a big fan the way Gilmore came off the line there.
You better be sure of what you're doing. Last night's game, Northeastern against PHS, the Laterno boy came out and did a foot save right about the 18. And he didn't beat the other guy there by more than a second or two, but it was a heck of a save.
So did Northeastern win that game?
3-0.
3, okay, I haven't seen the paper. They beat PHS 3-0.
Yeah.
So Northeastern has a fairly good team then.
Yeah, they looked good last night.
And checking into the game for Shazy is Jenna Collins. Coming off is McAuliffe. And Lucas is back, does a nice job, stops the ball, gets it on the feet of Clark. Clark goes to the outside trying to find Harvey. And the ball sent forward, and Lucas comes out, clears it off the sideline. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Bobcats. Hustling to the ball is Pupor. Riley Pupor for the Bobcats with the throw-in. Nice throw-in. Ball comes in deep into Chazy territory. Controlled by the Eagles. Now deflected to the Bobcats. Now cleared out by Clark to the open space to Pratt. Pratt trying to do one time it, trying to find Lauren. Loses it, but it goes on to the feet of Abby Huckrow. She goes to the sideline trying to find Pratt. Pratt is defended well by Belrose. Pratt and Belrose battling. Belrose turns, sends the ball up, finds the feet of, and it looked like it was number 18. It was Faubert. She sends it forward, but it's cleared out by Lexi Clark. Back toward the 18. Lucas trying to control. Lucas is with elbow knocking down Abigail Purrier. So here's a nice opportunity for the Bobcats. A direct kick just outside the 18. The Eagles are looking to set up a wall. Belrose looks like she will take the direct kick. So we have a wall. Belrose lining up. She sends a hard shot. It deflects off Lucas. Lucas now sends it forward, trying to find Pratt and Huckrow. Stepping up for the Bobcats was Abby Purrier. And the ball sent forward. Going back for the Bobcats off the line is Gilmore. She sends a kick right toward midfield. It goes off of Lauren. Back to Lauren. She's defended well, but Lauren gets the ball, sends it forward, and coming off her line. So one thing that we know is that Isabel Gilmore loves to roam into the box.
She plays the full 18.
She does. That's a lot of real estate to cover, Calvin.
You should know about real estate, Joey.
Why?
Owner of Kavanaugh Realty, you should know about that, Joey.
Calvin, how did you pick up on that little innuendo? I think Ken's got it on film too, so there'll be a little plug on Channel 5 too. Ken's laughing. off the line is Tess Blair for the Eagles. And we only have one shot on the game. It's actually by the Bobcats. Each have one corner kick. We have no score at 22:49 left in the first half. Samantha Gagno now sends the ball forward. Nice idea, but the ball is deflected back onto the feet of Belrose. Belrose goes toward midfield. It's deflected toward the center of the field. Clark trying to get to the ball. Defended well by Olston. Olston cuts it to the inside. Nice job. Comes to the near sideline, and it's just too far ahead of Meade. So a throw in for the Eagles. And Belrose gets the ball in, and it goes to the feet of Huckrow. Huckrow has it knocked away. And stepping up is Harvey. And on the far sideline, Langlois has it taken away from her by Faubert. Faubert working her way down, trying to find the feet of Seguin. And it goes off of an Eagle, so Seguin is down there. And it looks like they might do a short corner. Checking into the game for the Bobcats is Haley James. Coming out of the game is Kenna Magoon. So here comes the corner kick. Ball bounces in. It goes off of Lucas. There's a shot. It's a weak shot, but it goes into the hands of Tess Blair. She'll work her way to the 18. It's the second shot of the game for the Bobcats. Eagles have not had a shot yet. And there's a punt. Headed down onto the feet of Purrier. Abigail Purrier, left-footed, sends it across. And offsides will be called on Ashley Seguin. So the ball will go back to the Eagles. We have 21:03, no score on a beautiful, beautiful September 15th night here at the George Brenler Field. The field is in impeccable shape. Brian Norcross, the AD, has done a wonderful job with the maintenance crew from Shazy. It's just in great shape. It's probably one of the nicest pitches, natural pitches in the North Country. And right now the ball is being controlled by the Bobcats. A shot ripped off of Gagno, and it was coming to the near sideline. And it is Collins sends it up to number 10, Huckrow. Huckrow still with the ball, working her way, goes to the outside. And nice job defensively by Pupor as she sends the ball forward. But it goes off the sideline, so a throw-in for the Eagles, and it's Caitlin Harvey with the throw-in. So we have a substitution. McCullough checks back into the game, and coming out of the game is Abby Huckrow.
I do want to point out that George Brendler is in the house in his usual spot.
Oh, he wasn't there
He
earlier.
is not. Well, he was, but wasn't sure it was him. But he's sitting there right in the middle, top middle.
Okay.
It looks like Becky Becky Boyer, next to him, Lydia's mother.
Okay.
That's what it looks like from here.
Well, you can really zoom in on that if you want.
I did, but can only zoom in so much here.
Ball is at midfield, and it's kind of just bouncing around. The Bobcats looking to control, and it is by Seguin. She sends the ball forward. Off the line is Tess Blair. So she'll cradle the ball. She'll work her way to the 18, and she wants to come to the near sideline as she moves over to her left, near side of the 18. There's the punt. It goes off of Seguin. Seguin gives it up to number 16, Labarge. Labarge gets a shot up, and it goes high under the crossbar. Tess Blair had no chance on that one. That was just a perfectly placed shot by McKenna Labarge. She goes under the crossbar at 18:51, and the Bobcats now go ahead 1-0.
Yeah, you'd have to be at least a 6-footer to have stopped that one. It's up in that 8-foot range as far as underneath the crossbars, and it was a beautiful shot, perfectly placed.
Yeah, like you said, that Tess had no chance on that one. That was just a beautiful shot. So the ball comes through. Shazy trying now to turn it up here as they trail by 1. McCullough hustling, who just checked back into the game, came from behind, and she knocks out of bounds away from Alexis Belrose. Belrose for the Bobcats with the throw-in. Ball comes into play. Goes by Langlois of Shazy, and there's a collision, and there's no call. It was just a collision as they were both running at the same time. And the far side, Labarge takes it off the sideline. So the Eagles are moving the ball into the Bobcat territory. Langlois will take the throw-in for the Bobcats. She's given the ball up, and the ball comes into play. Left-footed shot sent forward. Nice job. And it is controlled by the Eagles. At midfield, picked up by Belrose. She tries to go to the outside. It's picked up by the Bobcats. It is Seguin working her way down. There's a through ball, and it wasn't Seguin actually. She got the ball, but she was way offsides. And Sample was right there to make the call.
That's Ernie Sample's son.
Ernie's boy.
Yeah, Dick Badette's boy on the other side.
Dick's, yep. Again, North Country folks. Ball sent forward by Lucas. Goes off of Pupor. Goes to Shazy. Back into the game is Huckrow. And it looks like Langlois will be working her way off. And it looks like Tom Pepper is there with the Mickey fries tonight, Calvin.
Okay, so
Mickey
and
fries.
he knows the recipe too, right?
Oh, he does. He knows just the right time to put them into the oil to fry them up. Double fried. Get
Yeah.
that crispiness to them.
This is a very brief period when Shazy has so much to offer. You got your Mickey fries,
Yeah.
Shazy Orchards Farm Market open today, and,
They did,
and
yes.
Creamies is still open. So you got the best of all the worlds right there.
You can come down, have a little dinner here at the George Brendler Field,
Pick up dessert
Well,
early.
before you come, pick up some donuts, and then but save those for home. When the game's done, pick up an ice cream on the way home.
That's right.
The trifecta. The trifecta in Shazy.
Couldn't be any better.
No. Calvin, you picked that up. That's why you're the legislature. You picked up on that. It's that critical thinking, that deep thought that you have.
Well, Mark Henry told me about it.
Well, Mark's a good teacher.
This is his area. I'll give him the credit.
Well, it's true, but you know, you guys just feed off of each other. That's just a lot of talent together at one time in one room.
It is.
And here comes the Eagles, and they're hustling down. There's a shot. It should be a shot. No, pushes it back. And there's a chip over. McAuliffe just tried to get it with her head. Gagno sent it over to McAuliffe, and it just spun away from her. Right idea. Gagno had a wonderful idea. On the weak side was McAuliffe, but it was just turned away from her. And Gilmore was there for the Bobcats. So nice opportunity for Shazy. Right idea. They just weren't able to capitalize on it. But McAuliffe does a step over, but she's defended well. She still has the ball. Goes back to Gagno. Gagno trying to control. A little simple pass forward. It's Gagno still with the ball. Sends it to the near sideline as she's trying to find Jenna Collins. Ball is sent forward by the defense. Nice job by James. Controlled by the Eagles. Gagno back up trying to find McAuliffe. McAuliffe trying to control. Rips a shot, but it goes off of Pupor. Controlled by the Bobcats. Now sent forward. Back there defensively is Clark for Shazy. And she wisely just sends it off to the sideline, giving her a chance, the defense a chance to recoup here, or regroup. And the Bobcats will get the throw in. Pupor for the Bobcats will take the throw in. We're at 14-19 left in the first half. 1-0 Bobcats on a beautiful shot by McKenna LaBarge under the crossbar. Tess Blair had no chance to save that one. And Shazy controlling. Gagno passes it up onto the feet of Lauren. Lauren sends a through ball. McAuliffe coming off with some speed, but off the line. And it is Gilmore. And one thing we picked up in this first half, Gilmore is not afraid to come off her line.
Nope.
That was the right play.
Yeah. There's no question in that one.
So the ball is on Clark trying to control the ball, but it goes off of Pupor. So checking into the game for Shazy is Amelia Smith. And coming out of the game is Lily Pratt, who has some good minutes here in the first half for Shazy. Ball comes into play. It's Lauren. Lauren has it knocked away from her by LaBarge, and that was McKenna LaBarge who has the goal. Lucas steps up, deflects the ball to the near sideline, but it goes onto the feet of Meade. Just too far ahead of her. Back there defensively for Shazy is Lexi Clark. She knocks it off the sideline, so it's going to be a throw-in by number 2, Meade. Meade gets a throw-in. Gagno trying to defend into the open space, but cleared out by the Eagles toward midfield. Far sideline, it is Pupor. Pupor has it deflected away. Ball is now sent forward by Perrier. And that would be Abby Perrier. So the Eagles controlling. It was number 15, Jenna Collins, but she has it taken away by LaBarge. Lucas back for Shazy. And that goes off of number 2, Meade. So we have a goal kick coming up for the Eagles with 12:10 to go.
Just had the goose flyover.
Yeah, we had a flyover, yeah.
They were supposed to come at halftime. They've got their signals crossed. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's just a little warmer than probably normal for this time of year, and that threw them off their game plan.
Must be.
But it was pretty emotional and patriotic, the moment they came through, though. Ken Drake was just, thank God the camera was off. His eyes were watering up on that one as he laughs at me. The ball is toward midfield, and it's picked up by Pupor. Pupor has it knocked away. Abby Huckrow will take the throw-in. Ball comes into play, trying to find McAuliffe. McAuliffe with her head knocks it down, now chips it forward, and it's McAuliffe trying to hustle it down, being defended by Abby Perrier. and it goes off of Abby Purdy. So a deep throw in for the Eagles. McAuliffe waiting for her team to kind of set up here. Ball comes into play as she was trying to find Gagno. Gagno pushes it back to McAuliffe, just outside the line, and is trying to get a shot off, and the ball's cleared out. So defended well. And if I had that was number 6, it was Alexis Belrose, did a nice job. So it'll be a throw-in. It went off of a Chazy player, so we're going to have a throw-in for the Bobcats. And looks like we have an injury here with Jenna Collins. And checking into the game is Audrey Langlois, as well as number 10, Mackenzie Bagor. Ball comes into play. It goes to Labarge, and she's a captain, and that's McKenna Labarge. Ball's knocked away. Samantha Gagno chips it up onto the feet of Lauren. Lauren now comes to the near sideline to Smith. Smith has it taken away by Ostin. Ostin sends a nice ball up forward to Begor. Begor gets a shot off. Coming off her line was Tess Blair, and I'll tell you, there was a hustling Ashley Seguin, and Blair did a nice job coming off the line to get to that ball. We're under 10 minutes in the first half left. It's 1-0 the Bobcats. It was a McKenna Labarge bullet underneath the crossbar that Tess Blair had no chance to save, and the Bobcats are up 1-0, and they're controlling the ball now on the far sideline. It's Faubert trying to work her way down. Faubert has it knocked away, and it's out of bounds, so we have a throw-in for the Eagles, and it's going to be Riley Pupor. Pupor with a nice long throw-in down the line. And nice little simple pass. The Bobcats are controlling the ball. Switching fields and offsides on number 10, Begor. Seguin had the right idea trying to switch fields, but Begor was just a little past the defensive line of Chazy, so she's called up for an offsides. We're under 9 minutes. Shots favor the Bobcats 5-1. Corner kicks favor the Bobcats 2-1. And where it matters most on the scoreboard, it's the Bobcats 1, Chazy 0. Lucas for Chazy will take the goal kick, sends the ball forward, and it's now sent back toward the 18 by Osteen. Coming out, and Lucas she chips the ball out, and there's a shot ripped by Seguin. That goes over the end line, so we're going to have a goal kick. I guess that went into the cornfields, and so somebody's going to be chasing or checking for the ball into the cornfields, and that's always fun for the players to go out there and try to find it.
They should put the rows here perpendicular to the field so that you can go out there and see the...
So that maybe they should take about maybe 10, 15 rows out when they start playing. We'll just leave it open.
Yeah, right.
Sure. So if the Drews are watching this, it's just an idea they might pick up on it. I didn't say it was a great idea. I don't want to give that idea to Calvin because he's a legislator. That came from me. So the ball is picked up by number 9, Magoon. Or actually number 9 for Chazy's, Lauren. Lauren was battling Meade. Audrey Langlois sends it to the center of the field to McAuliffe. McAuliffe trying to get to the ball, but it's knocked away by number 6, Belrose for the Bobcats. Nice play by Gagno. Finding Clark. There's a shot by Gagno. Scores! And Gagno and Gilmore was way off her line. Did not stay home to protect the line. She had no reason to be off the line.
Not that far.
And Gagno just noticed that and just ripped the shot up into the back of the net. So nice play by Sam Gagno to pick up that Gilmore was not staying home.
Well, even if she had been home, that was deep, and that didn't come in too far from the crossbar. So
it was a good shot.
It was a good shot. She may not have been able to stop that even if she had been back.
So the ball is 7:09. The Eagles tie this game on a Samantha Gagno rip of a shot, but smart play by Gagno to see Gilmore off the line. And the ball is now sent forward. And I'm sure the Bobcats will watch this film too. And I think that's something that young goalie can pick up on is you got to stay home.
Yeah. Know when to come out and when not to. That's all.
Yeah. It's a learning experience, but there's a time to come out. And there's a time that you got to protect the line. Ball comes into play, and it is picked up by number 16, Labarge. Trying to send she does send a through ball. Tess Blair comes off the line, and that's a good thing because Ashley Seguin was coming in hard. And one thing I've noticed here in the first half, Ashley Seguin gives 100% out there as she hustles on every play. Tess Blair, a nice punt to Gagnon, just gets underneath her, but it's picked up by Perrier, Abby Perrier, sent back to Osteen. Osteen sends the ball forward, and it is Lucas defending Seguin. Seguin sends it back to the open space. It's picked up by Lauren. Lauren sends the ball forward, trying to find McCullough. Now there's the ball, and McCullough taking off with her speed. McCullough hustling back, and a nice job by number 11, Pupor, to send the ball out. And she goes down. They don't get the call. So the ball will go to Shazy on a throw-in. Ball comes into play, knocked out of bounds by the Bobcat defense. So another throw-in coming in for the Eagles. And Langlois with the throw-in. She finds Pratt. Pratt pushes it back. And offsides on the Eagles. 5:45 left in the first half. We are tied at 1 at the George Brendler Field. Ball sent forward. That will go off of the feet of Pratt. Throw in for the Bobcats. And it will be Olston. Olston with the throw in. And nice job by Meade, but she has it knocked away. McAuliffe will probably look to switch fields. She's taking it to the outside. Cuts it to the inside. It's McAuliffe. And now it's taken away by Belrose. Belrose defending well. Clark and Belrose far side. Belrose now sends the ball forward. Goes over Gagno's head. And it's picked up on the far side. And it's Faubert. Onto the feet of Seguin. Seguin working her way down. Hustling back is Clark for the Eagles. Sends it across, and it deflects off of number 11, Harvey, but it goes into the hands of Tess Blair. And Blair, the goalie for the Eagles, will work her way to the 18 with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first half. We're tied at 1 at the George Brendler Field on this beautiful September 15th night in Shazy. Comes to the near sideline. Belrose talking to Langlois. Langlois now goes back to the middle of the field. Perrier sends the ball forward. It goes off the sideline, so throw in for the Eagles. And checking into the game for Shazy is Amelia Smith. Smith checking into the game. Off to the game is McAuliffe. Ball comes into play. Pratt has it knocked away by Labarge. And a nice job by Huck, or actually that was Clark. Clark sends it forward to Gagnon. Gagnon just chips it up, but it's cleared out with authority by Belrose. Far sideline, it is Perrier, Abigail Perrier working her way down. Perrier was taken down by Harvey, so here's a nice opportunity for the Bobcats again. And it looks like Pupor will set this up. I'm not sure if Pupor will take the kick for the Bobcats. Clock is winding down, and actually it's a throw-in. I thought it was a foul. No foul called, so a throw-in for the Bobcats. Ball comes into play, turning, and cleared out by Lucas. Far sideline is Labarge. She sends it back to Pupor. And there's a battle for the ball. Eagles controlling it. It's Gagnon trying to find Huckrow, and it goes off the sideline. So throw in for the Bobcats. And it'll be Pupor throwing for the Bobcats. 2:30 left in the first half. Game tied at 1. Off the head of Gagno. Back out of bounds right to Pupor where she stood. Sends the ball back in. Again headed by Gagno. Back to Pupor. So another throw in for the Bobcats. Ball comes into play. Goes off of Gagno. Ball stays in this time. Controlled by the Bobcats. Here comes Seguin. Seguin turns. Actually, it's not Seguin, it's Belrose. Rips the shot. And Tess Blair does a nice job just bringing it down to the ground, cradling the ball, and working her way to the 18. We're under 2 minutes in the first half.
And you notice Seguin was right there if that ball hadn't been handled.
Yeah, nice job attacking the net. But Tess Blair did her job controlling that ball. And it is Lucas clearing the ball out. Picked up by Osteen. Osteen has it now cleared out by Belrose right to midfield. Nice shot or clear by Belrose. And it's now Gagno. Gagno sending the ball forward. Trying to find Pratt. Gets by Pratt. Picked up by Pupor to midfield. Eagles send it forward. Pupor looking to clear it, but defended well by Pratt. And she sends it up out of bounds. So we're approaching the 1 minute mark left in the first half. Shazy with the ball at midfield, far side. Ball comes into play to Lauren. Lauren has it knocked away. Picked up by Lily Pratt. Pratt to the outside, still has the ball, working her way down. Pratt still working her way down, cuts it to the inside. It's Pratt still with the ball. Gets the shot off, and nice job defensively because on the weak side, the Eagles were ready. There's another high shot. Hits the top of the crossbar, and it was the top of the crossbar. So the Eagles put some nice pressure on here in the final minute. So we're going to have a goal kick for the Bobcats. Poirier sends the ball forward. Back there for Shazy is Lauren. Lauren has it knocked away by Meade. So here comes the 10-second call. And so this first half is going to come to a close. It's Shazy 1. The Bobcats 1. We'll be back for the second half. And we're starting the second half. First half, it was a tie game, 1-1. And the two long shots. The first one was by McKenna Labarge, and the second tying goal was by Samantha Gagno. So we're starting the second half, and we'll see who's going to emerge victorious here at the George Brendler Field, and it's Lucas. And that's Hadley Lucas sends the ball forward for the Eagles. But defensively, it was Abby Poirier. She sends it into the offensive zone for the Bobcats. Far sideline. And one thing, Calvin, that I do recognize, I don't have my glasses on. So when I looked down at I looked at the roster and I said, well, that looks a little blurry. Oh my God, Calvin, it's like magic. It's like you can see.
Thank Ben Franklin.
Thanks, Benster. So the Eagles are defending, and it's cleared out by Lexi Clark. So throwing on the far sideline for the Bobcats. The shots favor the Bobcats 7-3. Corner kicks favor the Bobcats 2-1. And
they definitely had the action down in their scoring end for more than half the game. So Shazy, I'd say, is lucky right now fortunate, I should say, to.
Well, they took advantage of the
Right.
opportunity they had.
Right.
That's
So,
for sure.
so.
But yeah, there were a couple plays that just deflected wide of the net for the Bobcats.
A couple hit off the crossbar here for Shazy, too.
Right, top of the crossbar, yeah. So here goes the corner kick. Nice kick. And, well, it went off the end line, it looks like. So it'll be a goal kick, but that was just a nice shot with some right weight going over to the weak side of the net. But it went off the end line, so we have a goal kick for the Eagles. It will be Lucas for Shazy. She sends the ball up. It goes off of the feet of Lily Pratt. So we're going to have a throw in for the Bobcats. It will be Abigail Perrier. So the ball comes into play, and it is, that was Faubert with the ball. Ball cut to the inside, and again, good job defensively by Pupor. Eagles control to Gagno. Gagno pushes it back to Clark. Clark comes to the near side. Good call by Langlois calling for the ball. She'll work her way down. Tries to send the ball up toward the net, but it goes off the end line. So we have a goal kick coming up for the Bobcats. Gilmore will set it up. And looking to take the goal kick is Abby Perrier.
I'm still not used to this home team wearing the school colors thing, especially when the visitors has basically the same color as the home team. So you look out there and you're thinking NAC is the green and Shazy is the home white. You know?
I guess this is probably the third year this has been in effect, so I'm kind of used to it now. But you're right. Usually the home team is in white. So yeah, the Bobcats are in white and the Eagles are in green. And the ball is pushed back, chipped forward, coming off her line is Gilmore. She gets to the ball. And it's a short punt, but it's going right to the to Begor. She turns around and she has it taken away. And it's now picked up by Parker. Parker sends it forward. It goes off of Faubert. And now Seguin goes to the near sideline as she finds the feet of Begor and knocked out of bounds by Parker. So throw in for the Bobcats. Ball comes into play. And Begor sending it to the box, pushes it back. Left-footed, right idea. And that goes off the end line. But it was a left-footed shot by Monique Faubert, and it goes just off the end line. So checking in for Shazy is Jenna Collins. Coming off the field is Amelia Smith. We're at 34:58 left in the second half. We're tied at 1 on the George Brenler Field, and as Calvin said in the first half, the coach himself is in the on the field today. Not the field, but in the stands.
George Brenler. You know, being here at George Brenler Field with George Brenler in the stands is kind of like going to Betty Little Park and bumping into Betty Little, huh?
And I think you saw Betty Little, didn't you, at the park?
No, I wasn't there for
You
the
weren't there for
unveiling.
that.
I did see her at the parade, though.
Okay.
Battle of Plattsburgh parade, but I didn't go to the unveiling.
And nice sportsmanship. Monique Faubert goes up and helps Parker up. So it will be Lucas. Nice kick forward. Just goes past of Pratt. And it deflects off of Lauren toward midfield. And a good job by Clark. Pushes it to Gagno. And that went back to on the far side defensively. Can't pick up the number. That would have been Belrose. Langlois sends the ball forward. Off the line is Gilmore. And she'll work her way to the 18. And some nice hustle by Huckrow attacking the net. But Gilmore with the ball. And the ball is pushed back and now toward the middle of the field. Controlled by Perrier. She sends a kick through, trying to get by everybody. She does. Hustling back defensively for the Eagles is Parker. The ball goes up to Langlois. Controlled by Perrier. Comes to the near sideline. That'll be an out of bounds throw in for the Eagles. Langlois gets the ball in. Calling for the ball was Parker. So someone should be checking in here.
Yeah, there was somebody there ready to come in.
Oh, there was? Okay.
Yeah. Notice the sky's a little tinted there. I wonder if that's the smoke more than the sunset.
Smoke from what?
They got big fires out west.
I'm just going to say it's God's painting on the sky.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but it looks that way. So the ball comes into the defensive zone for Shazy. It's sent forward to Gagno's feet. She goes to the outside. And it is Huckrow trying to control the ball. It's knocked forward by Pupor. And nice job by Clark trying to send the ball forward, but defended well. Gagno cuts it to the inside. Gagno still with the ball, keeps a simple pass over to, and that would have been Lauren. Lauren has it knocked away onto the feet of the Eagles. Coming to the near sideline is Langlois. Langlois with the ball, pushes it back. She was trying to find Parker, gets by Parker. Now onto the feet of Sieglin. Sieglin trying to cut it in, defended well. And it's picked up by number 9, Magoon. Magoon has it knocked away. And Lucas sends the ball forward. Ball's pushed back. Lauren with the ball. Now goes back over to Clark. Clark now pushes it to Langlois. Some nice movement by the Eagles. Langlois working her way down the near sideline. Sends the ball toward the net, and it goes into the hands of Gilmore. So she'll work her way to the 18.
You got a player here from the Bobcats wanting to come out. She's got to get down on the field to let the refs know that she's injured and needs to come out.
Number 10. Okay,
Yeah.
there. She's down now. She must have heard you up here, Calvin. So number 10, Bagor, is down. Calling for subs. Checking in is Magoon. Also for Shazy is Harvey. Coming out for Shazy is Parker. And it will throw in for the Bobcats, far sideline. Nice turn by Meade, sending the ball forward, knocked away, picked up by number 18, Gagno. She now sends the ball forward, and that goes off a Bobcat player. So throw in for the Eagles. We're at 30 minutes left in the second half. We are tied at 1, both scores coming in the first half. No scores so far in the second half. So back defensively is Pupor. And Eagles send the ball across, and that deflects off the defense. It looks like it deflects off Belrose. So we're going to have a corner kick, and this will be the second corner kick of the night for Shazy. And Haley Lauren is going to the far post, looking to take this corner kick. And her teammate Lily Pratt sends her the ball.
Just pull them back. They don't both need to go. Yeah, pull one back. Georgia, just hold. You guys are fine.
So Lauren will take her time to set this up. She sends the ball across, lands inside the box. Eagles are trying to turn to get a shot off. Langlois hustling for the ball. Defended well. Controlled by the Bobcats. Ball sent forward. And it is Belrose comes to the near sidelines trying to find Langlois. As it goes out of bounds. We have a throw in for the Bobcats. It will be Perrier, Abigail Perrier with the throw-in. That goes to Magoon. And it deflects, picked up by Riley Magoon. Out of bounds, throw-in for the Bobcats. It is Seguin. And coming in on net for the Bobcats, left-footed, gets the shot off side net. And it was McKenna Labarge did a nice job to hang on to the ball. And then she tried to take a, she took a nice shot, but it just kind of went wide of the net. So a good effort by number 16, McKenna Labarge. And Hadley Lucas will take the goal kick for Shazy. Nice play by Perrier. And it's picked up by Pratt. Pratt works it forward. And the ball is knocked away by Abigail Perrier. So a throw-in for the Eagles. And it is Harvey with the throw-in. Goes off of Langlois. Trying to control. Picked up by the Bobcats. And the ball is in the middle of the field. And it's sent forward by Lauren. Nice job defensively. That deflects. Outside is Langlois. Langlois trying to control. Pushes it back onto the feet of Pratt. Pratt sends the ball forward toward the net, but off the line is Gilmore. She picks the ball up. She'll work her way to the 18. So the shots now favor the Bobcats 7-6. Corner kicks favor the Bobcats 3-2. Scores tied at 1. Deep shot again. And if Pratt could have got some height on that, Calvin,
Yeah.
Gilmore is off the line again, and that could have been danger for the Bobcats. So the ball is chipped up toward midfield, picked up on the far side by Belrose. Belrose working her way down. It's Belrose sending the ball across, and that will work its way off the end line. So we have a goal kick for the Eagles. A couple substitutions. McAuliffe will work her way back into the game, as well as Monique Faubert. So coming off for Shazy is Huckrow. Coming off for the Bobcats is Riley Magoon. So 26:06 left in the second half. Ball's in play. It's picked up by Haley Lauren. She sends the ball forward. Pupor comes to the near sideline. Too far ahead of Faubert. So throw in for the Eagles. Harvey gets the ball in. And the ball is picked up by number 16, Labarge, McKenna Labarge. She gets it over to Perrier, Abigail Perrier. Perrier sends the ball on the ground. Nice job deflected by the Eagles. And now it's picked up by number 9, Lauren. Lauren gets it to McAuliffe, who's back in the game. McAuliffe with her speed, working her way through. Goes back over to Pratt. Pratt cannot get to it, and it's cleared out by the Bobcats. And Gagno steps up as her and Osteen collide. Nice job by... And ball called out by Bodette. So throw in for the Bobcats, 25:03. And Calvin, one thing I'll say, thank God for these guys and women that step up to officiate these games.
Last night at Northeastern, Dennis Labarge and Larry Bayshard did a doubleheader, so they're not overwhelmed with the numbers.
No, and we're very fortunate to have. I think they do a wonderful job out there, and I don't think they get the credit they should. As you say, 50% are never happy with them, but they do a wonderful job.
Well, I think we call a much better game up here than they do down there.
Well, we do. We have that angle.
Yeah, right.
So it happens. If they don't have the angle we have. So where they stand, they make the right call in their mind.
Right.
But, up here, we know better, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we've never miskicked the ball either.
No, and I've never got winded up here, have you?
Couple times.
Come up those stairs, right? So the ball goes off the sideline. So we have a throw-in.
There, see? You just talked about not being winded, and there you are.
Just talking about it. So 23:57 left in the second half. Bobcats putting a little pressure on here. And the ball is cleared out by Lexi Clark to the far sideline. Battling for the ball is Amelia Smith for Shazy, controlled by the Bobcats. And that goes off of Seguin. Seguin trying to control. Takes it to the outside, but that goes off of Kenna Magoon. So we have a throw-in for the Eagles, far sideline. Ball comes into play. And it's Lily Pratt trying to control. Toward midfield, trying to find McAuliffe. She does. McAuliffe down turns. McAuliffe turning on her afterburners. Sends it forward to the open space. Figures she can win this foot race. But I'll tell you, that was some nice defensive playing. I trying to get the number out there, but I think it was Alexis Belrose that was stride for stride with Ava McAuliffe, and that's showing some nice speed. to stay with McAuliffe.
Not as easy as it looks.
No. I got tired watching that run. So the ball is at midfield, and it's picked up by Seguin. Shazy's Belrose back there defensively. Does a nice job. Takes away from Kenna Magoon. And it goes off of a Shazy player, so it's a throw-in for the Bobcats. And Calvin, there are times I'm trying to pick up their number, and their ponytail gets in the way, and I can't pick it up.
Yeah, they should have to put their ponytail in the back of their shirt.
Yeah, once you let it, I'll let you go with that one. And here's a shot from distance, and Bobcats get a shot off. That just goes wide of the net. And that was Abigail Poirier. Deflected the ball to the far side. It just misses. So nice effort by the Bobcats. And the Eagles withstand that offensive run. Parker checks back into the game. And coming off the field is
I think we're missing a beautiful sunset, Joey, with those trees.
Yeah, look at that, nice. Calvin, we are. We are.
Stop the game. Let's go across the road.
That's right. Let's all go for a walk. So the ball is back in play, controlled by the Eagles, going to Pratt. And it is Pupor, big kick forward. Lucas steps up defensively, the sweeper, controlling. She now sends it forward, trying to find Pratt. Stepping up is Pupor. Pupor has played a strong game defensively for the Bobcats. Sends the ball forward onto the feet of Folbear. Folbear gives the ball up to Abigail Poirier. Ball's inside the box. Lucas clears it out and gets it off away from the feet of Seguin. So we're going to have a throw-in on the sideline for the Bobcats. We are now 20 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second half. Almost done half of the second half. All the scoring was done in the first half. It was McKenna Labarge on a bomb of a kick under the crossbar. And then it was Sam Gagno did it for Shazy. Basically the same thing. And she took it under the crossbar. So the game is tied at 1. And we're going to have Pupor with the throw-in. Ball comes into the play. Labarge puts it back to Pupor. So another throw-in. Ball comes into play. And there's a shot by number 16, McKenna Labarge, but on her line was Tess Blair. So she'll work her way to the 18. Nice punt by Blair. Bounces just shy of midfield. But it's picked up by the Bobcats. And it goes on number feet. Belrose controlling that ball, working her way to the 18, coming out to defend 6-on-6. It's a battle, 6-on-6. Cleared out by Lucas, but a nice job by Parker to stay with her. And when I say stay with her, with Alexis Belrose, and it's cleared out. So we have a throw-in for the Bobcats. And it is going to be Belrose, Alexis Belrose with the throw-in.
Go towards the net now.
Ball comes into play. And the ball's chipped up high in the air, goes off of the head of the Eagles. So we have a corner kick coming up for the Bobcats, and this will be their 4th corner kick of the game, and it's going to be Belrose. Belrose, corner kick for the Bobcats, sends the ball forward, and that's cleared to the open space. Hustling for Shazy is Pratt. Pratt has some space. Pratt working her way up, but she's defended well as the ball was knocked away from behind by Labarge, got it onto the feet of Abby Poirier. But here come the Eagles, and a good job defensively by Pupor. And a handball on the Bobcats. So the Eagles will get a kick. Lucas will take it. We're at the 18-minute mark. 18-minute mark. It is Lucas. Sends the ball forward. Gagno trying to control. Picked up by Belrose. She goes to the open space far sideline, trying to find the hustling Kenna Magoon. And that just goes just outside her reach. And we're going to have a throw in for the Eagles. Ball comes into play, goes off of the head of Seguin. Picked up by number 19, Lexi Clark. Back to Seguin. Seguin makes a nice move, working away on the outside. Seguin working her way back into the inside, cleared out by Lucas. So Shazy will readjust defensively. Checking back into the game for Shazy is Abby Huckrow. And checking into the game for the Bobcats is Riley Magoon. Coming out of the game is number 21, Kenna Magoon. So 16:50 left in the second half. Ball comes into play. Ball's fed toward the 18. Cleared out. Gagno trying to clear it. There's another shot, and that just goes wide of the net. And we have a goal kick for Shazy. So some good pressure by the Bobcats, Calvin.
Yep. And what often happens is sooner or later they get that bounce that they need. And so it's up to Shazy to make sure they don't have as many opportunities.
So the shots favor the Bobcats 8-7 right now. They're even in shots, but it just seems like the Bobcats have had more of the play tonight.
Yes.
And one reason is that young lady there, Pupor, has played a strong game defensively for the Bobcats. And it is Lauren now goes to the middle of the field and back defensively from the Bobcats. They send it back to the middle of the field toward midfield. Nice job by Lexi Clark getting the ball to Langlois. She can't control it, so it works off the sideline.
Get it back. Come on, get it back. Lex, don't forget. Hey, Lex. Step up.
Ball comes into play. Nice job by Harvey to step up, but it goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Bobcats. Pupor. Harvey trying to get to the ball, but it's controlled by Perrier. Nice play by Parker. A little simple pass up over to Clark. Clark sends it forward, but it's deflected, picked up by the Bobcats. Ball now sent into the offensive territory. Back there is Lucas. Lucas cuts it to the inside, but a good job by Seguin to get her foot on it. Seguin keeps the ball into play, and it goes off the official.
Lexus. Abby, take it.
It's going to the, went off of, no, I don't. He's just giving it to him right there. Yeah.
Ellie, get in there.
It went off the official, and the ball is sent forward. Lucas does a nice job knocking it down, but stepping up is Belrose, and she rips a shot wide of the net. So a goal kick coming up for the Eagles. We're at 14:35 left in the second half. We're still tied at 1. Both scores coming in the first half. 1-1, Eagles and Bobcats at the George Brenler Field. And it is Lucas taking the goal kick for the Eagles. Ball sent forward. Goes off the feet of Abigail Perrier. And toward midfield. Ball chipped up by Pupor. Ball is taken away by Belrose, taking it away from Riley Magoon. Now the ball set deep into Bobcat territory. Hustling for Shazy is Pratt, but a good job defensively by the Bobcats. So it'll be a throw-in for Shazy. The ball goes off the sideline, far side. Samantha Gagno will take the throw-in. 13:32 left in the second half, tied at 1. Ball comes into play. And the Eagles, ball goes up far side. Langlois did a nice job attacking, but it deflects. So we have a corner kick for Shazy. And hustling over for Shazy is Haley Lauren. So she'll take the corner kick. We're on the near side, or the near pole corner with just going under 13 minutes left in the second half. So here's a good opportunity for Shazy on a solid corner kick. Opportunity for the Eagles. Nice ball. Just on the outside of the 18. Deflected out. Goes in the hands of Shazy. Push back to Lauren. Lauren goes back to Langlois. Langlois does a nice job trying to send it forward, but it's intercepted by the defense. It was McKenna Labarge working her way down. Labarge chips the ball forward. Hustling for the ball is Seguin. She can be dangerous offensively, and she gets a quick shot off. And going down on the ball was Tess Blair, and deflects off her, but she's right there. She picks it up. So she'll work her way to the 18, taking her time, letting her players set up here offensively. Ball goes forward, goes off of Gagno. Gagno has it knocked away by Labarge, far side. Defensively for Shazy, Belrose is over there defensively, and she keeps it away from Magoon off the sideline. So it's a throw in for the Bobcats. Checking in for the Bobcats is Haley James. She checks into the game. Just under 12 minutes left in the second half. And coming out of the game, it looks to be, no, they're just talking directions to the captain. Pupor. Coming out of the game is number 9, Riley Magoon. So the ball is back into play. Back toward midfield, picked up by Belrose. Belrose cuts it to the outside. Now sends the ball forward. And offsides was number 8, Abigail Poirier. So no goal. Referee Badette was right there to call that play.
Ladies, you hear him yelling up, right?
Lucas chips it up, and it's controlled by Gagno. Gagno cuts it to the inside. She's defended well by Belrose. Pushes it back over to Pupor. Pupor sends the ball forward, and it is Clark for Shazy. Sends it to the open space. Hustling for the ball is Langlois. Langlois and Pupor battling for the ball. Langlois cuts it to the inside. Gets a kickoff, but it's defended well by 24 Abby Poirier. Ball to the open space, and it goes on to the feet of Abigail Poirier. Stepping up is Lucas to Clark. Clark gets the ball up over to Lauren. Lauren turns. She has Langlois on the outside. She elects to go to the inside, trying to find Gagno. The ball comes back out to the outside. Controlled by the Bobcats. Abigail Poirier with the ball. Comes down, goes to the open space. Hustling for the ball is Seguin. Seguin gets by Lucas. Lucas, Seguin. Seguin has a step on her. Gets it across, and it goes to the far sideline. And nice play by Seguin. Nobody was there on the weak side for the Bobcats.
That could have been a goal for sure.
Yeah, nice pressure. Checking in for Shazy is Jenna Collins. Coming out of the game is Georgia Belrose. We're under 10 minutes. It's actually 9 minutes and 25 seconds. This game is tied. 8 shots, 7 favor the Bobcats. 3 corner kicks each. Territorial play favors the Bobcats. Goal kick coming up for Lucas. Lucas sending the ball forward. And that's deflected back toward the 18. And collision picked up by Langlois. Langlois sends the ball forward, trying to find Pratt. She's defended well by Pupor. Pupor found the feet of Poirier, but it's picked up by Gagno of Shazy. Gagno switching fields, deflects back to Gagno. And the ball goes toward midfield. Stepping up for Shazy was Lauren, but it's controlled by the Bobcats, and it's number 3. Haley James pushes the ball to Belrose. Belrose switches fields to the far side. And hustling on the far side for the Bobcats is Meade. And Meade sends the ball forward. And it's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. We have 8 minutes and 13 seconds left in the second half. We are tied at 1.
And Joey, unfortunately, The girls don't have the sudden victory situation in overtime like
So
the
how-
boys do. There's
So how does that work? They play 1 10-minute?
2 10s.
Automatic.
Yep.
No matter if anybody... So if if they're scoring the first 10, they still play a second 10.
Right.
So there's 20 more minutes of soccer,
Right.
potentially,
Right.
if there's no score in the next 7 minutes and 39 seconds.
Right.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're clear that the viewers understand that. You might get bonus soccer tonight, is what Calvin's saying.
Right.
The question is, will your battery handle it?
I got lots of batteries.
Lots of batteries, okay.
Oh, card.
Who got the card? For the Bobcats? And that would be a Faubert. It would be a yellow. Yeah, you don't get... It is yellow, right? Yeah. I saw the collision. Was it Gagno that went down? The redhead?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then she kicked the ball away in frustration, and I think that's what actually gave it to her.
Oh.
She wasn't actually part of the collision.
So Belrose will... No, they're calling Belrose up. They want Abigail or Abby Perrier to take this kick.
Lily, back up a little bit.
So they're waiting. And the ball sent forward. Ball headed down by Smith, or Seguin. Nice job. Defended well by the Eagles. And there's a shot, a deflection wide of the net. And Tess Blair was going one way, but she recovered well. And it's going to be a corner kick that deflected off the Shazy defense. So here's an opportunity for the Bobcats. It'll be their their fourth kick. I think it's their fifth. But corner kick on the far sideline. It's going to be Alexis Belrose for the Bobcats. She sends the ball in. This is a nice shot inside the box, cleared out by the Eagles. And it's now working their way outside the 18. It's Langlois going up trying to find the feet of Huckrow, but it's cleared back into Shazy territory. Number 9, Lauren, now sends it forward. Coming to the near sideline. Controlled by the Bobcats. Coming down the near sideline. And into the game is McAuliffe. So we have 5:47 left. Coming out of the game is Lauren. Ball picked up by the Bobcats, and McAuliffe called for the foul. She's going to get a card. Hip check is what it looked like. And she gets a yellow card. So McAuliffe has to come off for a play. Going back into the game is Lauren. So 5:30 left in the second half.
And of course, the danger is when you get that first yellow card, you got to be careful.
Right. If you get another one, that means you're out the next game, right?
Right.
So is it like a speeding ticket after that game? It then goes away,
No, I think.
or does it stay with you for a few games?
I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but I know a few years back they were keeping track, and I think 5 in a year.
Oh, okay.
It was some kind of infraction.
But it's a clean slate the next game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that, but we wanted the viewership to understand the play there. Here come the Bobcats inside, and good defense by the defense as Belrose tried to work her way inside. She got a weak shot off, went off the end line, so we have a goal kick. But coming into the game is Belrose.
One One of the legendary players here for Shazy was Tim Yellowcard Martin. He'd always get at least one a game.
Tim was aggressive. And yes, he was called Yellow Card Martin. That's right. Here come the Bobcats. Shot comes off. Lucas clears the ball forward. Here comes Perrier. Chips it up just outside the box. Sends the ball forward. There's a scrum. Scores! And it's Ashlyn Seguin was there. There was a defensive breakdown by the Eagles. And Seguin was there. And she's the dangerous player offensively for the Bobcats. And her hard work pays off with 4:25 left and gives the Bobcats the lead.
For about 5 or 7 seconds before she shot that, you could see it was going to happen.
Up here you can see it develop.
Yeah.
4 from 3. Thank you.
So 4 from 3, so it was Seguin, and the assist goes to Haley James. So it was Perrier sends the ball, it goes to James. James knocks it into the open space. Seguin was there, and she took it home. So the Bobcats go up 2-1
4:20 left.
with 4:20 left, and now the Eagles are looking to get the equalizer.
You say equalizer?
The equalizer,
That's what I
yeah.
thought you said.
Yeah, it's play on words. I don't know if you picked up on that.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you know. Well, you're at the George Brendler Field, and you'd expect an equalizer.
Right.
We're making all kinds of words up here tonight, Calvin. If you don't know what we're talking about, go play back this film to the first half. And what was your first word you said there?
Golian.
Golian, that was it. Golian, okay. So equalizer, the Golian, we got all kinds of stuff working here. And the ball goes in, and it is Isabel. Ken Drake said he might use that on the TV tonight.
I'll give copyright.
We'll give you copyrights to it. The equalizer.
One-time use.
Yeah.
I'll say goaling courtesy of Calvin Cassidy.
Yeah, and then the equalizer courtesy of Joey Trombley. Yeah, the equalizer. Yeah.
Equalizer?
Eagle.
Equalizer.
Oh, eagle.
The
I was
equalizer.
say I use equalizer a lot. I didn't know I needed to give you credit for the equalizer.
Well, yeah, I say
Equalizer,
the
I like
Eagles
that.
were fighting for the equalizer. Yeah. You know, I mean, you have a lot of experience up here, combined experience up in this broadcast booth. The stuff we come up with, Calvin.
That's right. Don't forget
Don't
our
forget.
cousin's Prime Minister of Canada, too.
That's right. Yeah, both our cousins.
That's right.
Hey, so you still take donations, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we didn't talk about that. So if you'd like to make a donation to Hometown Cable, what was it? I know it's Ridge Road, but what's the number?
1477.
1477 Ridge Road, Champlain, New York, 12919. You can send a donation into Calvin. I think you work off a PayPal account, do you?
On my website, not on my YouTube channel, but on the website, yeah.
Okay, and then of course if people want to, here's a chance. No, and if people want to watch the game, here we go. Looking for that equalizer. It's free on YouTube.
And HometownCableNetwork.com, either one.
Hometown Cable Network. But what is it on the YouTube? Just Hometown Cable?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it might be network on YouTube too.
So
but
pretty much that's where you put all your games now, all your events
all events. Yes.
on YouTube.
Yes.
There's probably no more cable stations that you play.
They're on. We're on the Spectrum.
So you are still on Spectrum.
4-hour show. Once a week, plays 3 times,
Okay.
Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
So it goes all the way into Ogdensburg and all the northern tier.
Okay. Nice. So Hometown Cable, how many years now?
Since 83, June 7th, 1983. So they're in our 39th year. We've had 38 complete years.
So 38 complete, 39th year. Calvin has been on these sidelines all over the North Country, all events.
I was your age when I started, obviously, 39 years ago.
Yes, yeah. I'm, absolutely. Let me see, 39 years ago, so I was, wow. I was out there playing these games back then when you did this.
38 years ago? No, you weren't.
39 years ago? Yeah,
83?
I was.
83? You weren't still in school.
Not in high school, but I mean,
No.
I was out playing sports still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was a younger lad back then.
Yeah.
I think you were too.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. So 39 years, and that's incredible what Calvin has done for the North Country. We have 45 seconds left in the second half. It's 2-1 the Bobcats. So a donation to Hometown Cable is not only a donation, it really is an investment into the North Country, and we want to keep this programming going. And I know we go back and we look at old films that Calvin's done, sporting events, school events. Kids laugh and say, geez, Dad, you had hair back then. I get picked on by my kids. You know, should be a law against that, Calvin, but it happens. Happens to all of us. I know Ken never did that to his dad, Ducky, but he should.
Radio.
No, not on the radio, So we have 6 seconds. The ball play's coming to an end here. And the Bobcats come to the George Brendler Field, and they'll go away with a 2-1 victory. The Eagles played very hard tonight, played well at moments. They were controlling the play. But overall, the play did favor the Bobcats, and they were rewarded. And I want to give a shout-out to Ashley Seguin. She played hard the whole game, and she was rewarded with a goal late in the game. And I have to give the defensive nod to Riley Pupor. She was rock solid out there for the Bobcats. So the Bobcats come away with a 2-1 victory. I'm Joey Trombley, along with Calvin Castine at the George Brendler Field on the 15th of September. And as Calvin, as you and Sam used to like to say, probably still say it, that's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy.